Hello and welcome back to Traffic Talks. I hope you are doing very well. I never know how to start these things off, so I need to definitely figure out how to kind of lead into the actual episode in a better way. But this week we're going to be talking very briefly on something related to Sunday, which was International Mandela Day. And each year there's a theme, and this year's theme is One Hand Can Feed Another. And the day is in celebration of Nelson Mandela's birthday, which was this past Sunday, and it's the 18th of July. And the one thing that is always encouraged is the 67 minutes for Madiba Day, where you are encouraged to do 67 minutes of community work in celebration of his birthday, because that's something he was definitely a humanitarian for, which is helping others. But one thing I don't like about it is something that was actually slightly debated on TV, which was where they asked celebrities doing things for Nelson Mandela Day to answer the question, how do you feel about charity work and posting about it? There was some phrase they used, I can't get to it now, but basically where you do something good for something else and then you take a picture or a video and you post about it on social media. And obviously the answer got very mixed reviews, where some said you shouldn't do charity work to take the picture to post online, and others were like, yes, you should, because that way people looking up to you can see you've done good in your community and be inspired to do the same. And I agree slightly with both of those opinions, because you should do charity work because you want to. And if you so choose to post about it, it should be because you want to encourage others to do the same. You shouldn't be using it as a PR opportunity, which is what a lot of celebs do, where they go to something, do the charity work for like a few minutes, snap a few pictures, and then leave again, which really just grates on my nerves, because why even put the effort into just putting up that facade? If you aren't invested in it, don't do it. No one's gonna hold it against you. We've become a society that has this I don't care attitude about certain things. People are trying to crucify celebrities or things about not giving money to charity when they have so much, or they aren't donating like they could, or giving back as they should. And I'm just like, who are you to dictate to other people what they should be doing? They are independent, they can do what they want. If they want to give back, they can. If they don't, then they don't. It's not your business, and it's also not your thing to dictate to them. So I've always been of the opinion, if you are going to give back or do community service or do charity work or something, it's your choice whether to post about it or not, and that's just my personal opinion. But if you are going to post about it, make sure you are posting about it as a secondary thing, and giving is like your primary goal. Don't make the posts and the Insta and all those social media things your number one priority. Do that as a background thing, but focus on actually helping as your main goal, because things can go awry if you do it with the intent of having it be a PR boost for yourself. There's nothing worse than someone catching a behind the scenes of like, this celebrity arrived at like 8:03, stayed for 10 minutes, took photos, and then left at like 8:15. Like, you don't need that. So if you do choose to give, do so with a good heart. Don't do it with an intent of wanting to get something back or be promoted or something like that. I can't. But that is just me personally. If I'm going to give, I'm probably going to do it anonymously, or I'm going to give my time and not post about it. Because unless there's a lesson behind it, it's no one's business. Like, I'm just that kind of a person. So I thought, why not? That is all I actually wanted to say about today. If you have any opinions similar to that or completely opposite, let me know down below in the comment section. I do not have a song of the week because this was a very spontaneous episode. I had nothing really planned for it, and then I realized it was Madiba Day, so that kind of just filled in the gap. But I had a good day. Yeah. And also, last but not least, you don't need to be rich to give. You can give your time, you can help someone in need, and it may not be a lot in terms of like volume or quantity or like physical cash. Maybe someone needs groceries, or you know someone's struggling and you just maybe help them out in a small way. You may think it's small, but it could actually be the line between someone eating a meal that day or not. And it's just small things that we can do to help one another. So just as per usual, keep being a better being. And there's no compulsory aspect to it. If you can give, give. If you can't, you can't. But if you are by the means, help someone else out. That is it for this very short and very weird episode this week. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good week further. And that is it for me. There's no song of the week, and I will leave everything linked below as per usual. That's it for me. Love you. Bye.